Well, I've just about caught my breath after a fantastic evening here at the Butts Park Arena. Ivor Lawton, first team coach, Dodds, Coventry United Manager. Lads, wow, we don't do things easy in the FA Vars, do we?
No, and to be fair, I've got to take me out after the lads. One thing I will say about Westfields is they get very good football inside, tried to play, worked hard, made it hard for us, and the lads dug in. Great goal to obviously lead. And you're right, we give a silly goal away. For me, that the last few weeks now, last 3 games, I think we'd be poor goals away. But we've had to keep going, and yeah, we've won, but the hard way.
Ivor, your thoughts?
Yeah, so what the gaffer says then, we make it hard for ourselves sometimes as well. And I think at half time, our best spell was in the first half. We could have been a lot better, but our best spell was when we were playing it 1 and 2 touch. Sometimes too many touches in midfield, so we said that at half time, and I think second half the boys did play better. But like the gaffer said, basics in football. I've said it in a couple of interviews in the past before the gaffer come in. I think against who was it? I can't remember what it was now, but basics, free kicks come in, own goals, little things like that. So we need to really sort of get out of our game because we make it hard for ourselves. And some of the football players today was really good, but yeah, it was. I'm just about recovering now, to be honest. So.
Well, first of all, I wasn't in the prettiest, not too many chances for either side, but was it just important to get in at half time and then assess the situation?
It was, and obviously, as I was just said, the one thing we want to do is we know what our players can do, we know what the side's all about. As I said to you in the interviews briefly, is that we know what we're going to add, but we know what our 1 touch, 2 touch football when we're attacking is what we're about, and we never done that in the first half. I thought the game went a bit long and not what we want to do, and me, Ivor, spoke to the lads at half time, and they've come out and done what we wanted, but it was an ugly game in the sense that they worked hard, they did try and play, but they made it hard for you, and the lads dug in, and for me, what a great strike for the goal.
Well, on to that, Ivor, you've seen how Don Perkins has been over the last few weeks before, obviously, Gaffer's come here. He has been unstoppable at the back, but that was anything but a defender's finish, was it?
Don's been absolutely brilliant since I've come in. An absolute rocker leader as well. Sometimes he doesn't shut up, but in a bad way. But no, he's been absolutely class, and I'm one of Dom's sort of biggest fans. I think today, absolute rocker, leading the boys. Our line today was very good as well, getting us up the pitch. Him and Joe Smith, credit to them, they were coming around well, putting their bodies on the line. You've got to do that sometimes, and I think. Here and there singing Sweet Caroline, days like today, this is why we're involved in football. We absolutely love it, and the boys grafted today. It wasn't pretty, and obviously, since the gaffer come in and Akko as well, credit to them because the standards have been brilliant. Boys here today were all early, me and the gaffer, Akko, set pieces on the board for them, little things like that, and hopefully now the boys will see that structure moving forward. So I'm really excited now. Gaffer's come in, and things are only going to get better.
Well, this has been the first home game for both of you. Of course, you came in at the Roughwell match. Russ, your first match was on Monday. How have you received the support from the Red and Green team? Did it really make a difference today?
Obviously, they've been brilliant. But if I'm honest, it's what I expected. Since obviously I got offered the job, and obviously with yourselves, the media, and we talk about me and Ivor about how professional the club and Joey tried to do it. It's nothing what I expected it really, and the reception's been brilliant. I was really chuffed for them to win, and obviously, yeah, you're right, it's both our first game at home, and the last thing we wanted to do is lose the first game. But the other thing I want to say is he's right, Dom's been brilliant since I've been here. I knew Dom from when he was at Waterwood, but there's been a few good performances today. Obviously, first time I've had Joe in the side, and Joe was brilliant, back four. And for me, Charlie's had a great game in his debut, not really knowing the guys, had 1 session with the lads and Ivor, and I thought he'd done really well, so yeah.
Well, obviously heartbreaking towards the end to concede that very unlucky last-minute goal. Obviously, Shaka picked himself up and got back into it. But how hard can it be to motivate the lads going into a situation like we were in? Last-minute goal, penalty shootout. It can't be easy.
That comes from the boys and the togetherness. And I said this again in another interview, I think a week or 2 weeks ago. Went 2-1 down, we brought back to 2-2. The togetherness is there, and it's brilliant. And that's why it's an exciting time to be at this club now. And not the Gaffer 70 come in. The infrastructure around the place is there. People like yourself, Cookie, doing this sort of stuff now. It's absolutely brilliant, and there's big plans for the club moving forward. Get even more fans here, it'd be absolutely brilliant because the fans today were top draw. And we get more people in the door. It'd be great because they're only going to help us and spur us on. And this season, don't get me wrong, obviously we want to get as far as we can in the Vars. Chance to get Wembley and win the cup, absolutely brilliant. But in the league as well, we need that sort of momentum behind us. They call it a 12th man. We need that moving forward now as well. And the league's still there. We're not writing it off. The league is definitely still there for us. And like I said, now a couple more training sessions, a couple more games. We're only going to add to the group now, and it's going to get stronger. So exciting times ahead.
Russ, were you confident of winning the penalty shootout? Of course, the last time we were in a spot kick situation at Coventry United. A very famous match in the FA Bars against Bromsgrove, and the man who won the penalty shootout, Reece Francis, playing for Bromsgrove that day.
Well, for me, as Ivor just said, it was about the lads. I said to him before they was coming to close, 5 minutes to go. Obviously, we'd gone 1-1. Very unusual mistake by Reece. I said to him, you need to start looking at penalty takers. And we said, let's leave it to the lads. And straight away, the lads come up to me. I'll have one. And you know what? If you're confident to go and do it, and it's a big thing, whether it's non-league or professional, it's a big thing. Sunday morning, you've got to have confidence to do it. And all I said in the huddle was, listen, lads, no pressure. You go and be confident, make a decision on where you're going to put it. If he misses or he saves it or whatever, you made a decision. You've been man enough to stand up and say, I'll take a pen. And obviously you've seen it, we've missed the target 3 times and our 3 centre midfield players have done it. But the lads, as I was just said, that together, they had no fear. The lads coming up, all defenders coming up and slotting him in, just to pass into the corner. So I was happy and I knew the man Reece was going to get us out of it.
Well, another famous cup night for Coventry United, and one that we'll never forget either. Russ, thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.